On one of my many late nights, flicking through the many Reddit posts on the Frontier Forum threads, I came across something which caught my eye. A Commander, Dylan D, a few years back, had made some kind of discovery that took me aback. It caught my eye. These Reddit and Frontier Forum posts mention a certain station that has an unusually heavy military presence, and the station itself has some kind of mysterious purpose. In this episode, I will be exploring the station. Let's take a look. Commander Dylan D is an explorer and investigator. He decided to follow the breadcrumb trail of the Halsey mystery, following the route that Jasmina Halsey had taken with her ill-fated Starship One tour, a journey that ended with Halsey going missing, returning some time later with revelations of her dreams. She claims to have had an encounter with some mysterious entity whilst in her cryopod before the Fargoids re-emerged all those years back. Commander Dylan came to the last system that Halsey was supposed to arrive at, the Ross 860 system, close by to Sol. During Starship One's final jump into the Ross 860 system, this vessel experienced some kind of hyperspace malfunction and broke up shortly after. Although heavily disputed, the Federal Intelligence Agency came to the conclusion that her vessel was subject to a fatal and purposeful but ordinary frameshift drive malfunction, resulting in the loss but all of one of the crew, the ex-president herself. During the trial of her attempted assassination, Halsey provided her recollection of the vessel's destruction, describing the chaos and panic on board as the hyperspace misjump caused rapid structural disintegration. She praised her security detail for getting her into a cryogenic stasis pod and launched it moments before Starship One exploded. This vessel contained 3 guards who were regarded as Guardian escorts. At this point, Starship One was a Beluga-class vessel, not the Farragut-class battlecruiser that is currently used for this task. This will become important later. Moving back to Dylan's story, he jumped into Ross 860, searched the system for any points of interest, scanning each world and their moons. He stumbled upon a federal base, which from the initial discovery in the FSS looked like a standard military base. Commander Dylan plotted a course to the base, and upon dropping out of supercruise, Dylan was confronted with a massive military presence surrounding a station. He took a closer look at the base, being careful not to anger the local security response, and was drawn to a large antenna protruding from the centre. He tried dropping various objects in front of it, such as a SAP-8 container and a trinket of fortune, but to no response. He floated within proximity to the antenna, scratching his head, not really having an idea of what to do with it. He was thinking that maybe it was indeed nothing, and started to contemplate moving from the system. As he reached for the throttle of his vessel, he heard it. Some kind of audio transmission was emanating from the antenna, and as we are all aware, there have been messages found hidden within audio that when converted into a visual representation of their frequency, reveal hidden messages. He knew this, and he recorded this audio, so that he could take a look at it for a spectrogram. Hidden within this signal is what you see on your screens. He theorizes that this station is receiving tight beam transmissions and is relaying these transmissions to other places within known space. This audio signal is repeatable within your own vessel. If you park your ship next to the tip of the antenna, you will hear its sinister call. Further investigation from Dylan did not reveal anything on the outside of the facility, with him looking for data packages, but he did not find anything. At this point, once again, he began to lose faith with his investigation, claiming that he had seen this before, another dead end. But something was not right. Things were different here. The station seemed as though it was custom built for some unknown purpose, not something he had encountered before. Dylan decided to fly around the station some more. He knew that other places that were similar to this had entrances to the interior that you can fit your ship into, and in short order, he found his doorway. There are 2 doorways to the entrance of this station. Its arrangement not typical with other Brewer Corporation prefabricated structures that are similar to this. Gingerly, he navigated through the opening, entering a spherical chamber. This is where the magic happened. Dylan entered the chamber, approaching its focal point in the middle. That's it. He thought he had found RAXXLA itself, and it was staring right back at him. He noticed that these 2 inward-facing antennas almost looked like data link scanners. Not only that, but intense sounds of machine-like whining can be heard. The whole room is very loud as you approach the device, charging up and then charging down. There are also sounds within specific locations. Dylan surmised that this device was important. Why did Halsey want to come here? He wondered what this device was used for. Upon further investigation, if you fly towards the corners of the chamber, you will hear more strange things. A place is regarded by many philosophers as a location that you, me, or your friends or other people will exist. A place that is frequented, such as a shop, a park, a beach, or a hall. It is a place because these people are there. When a place is regarded as a non-place, it points out that although you may travel through this location, you do not stop at this non-place. An example of this would be an aeroplane journey, a motorway, or a road. A door that is also a key in the context of the riddle or puzzle could refer to a key that unlocks a door, but also physically resembles or functions as a door itself. Imagine a key that, when inserted into a lock, not only unlocks it, but also allows you to walk through, as if the key itself had become a doorway. I wonder what this key is. My thoughts on this are as follows. I think that the station is some kind of long-range jump device. I think that although Jasmina Halsey did not go through the gate, its presence and this location's connection to the Jasmina Halsey events are curious. As we have mentioned before, the permit locks are placed onto our ships to stop the general public from reaching parts of the galaxy that are considered off-limits. This doesn't mean, however, that the military or people who are within positions of power are not allowed to go to those places. We know that Brewer Corporation has access to the Call 70 permit, and other organisations have access to permits such as this one. Their ships do not have a problem going through these places. In fact, if we had access to the permit locks, our ships, working as intended, would plot a course through these permit lock locations and take us to those places. I wonder that, if in fact Dylan's gateway is actually a gateway, either some kind of teleportation device or some kind of wormhole travel that we are not familiar with, could this gateway even lead to a location that is regarded as a non-place? That non-place becoming a place as you stop and get out of your ship. A gateway that leads to a witch space corridor, a device that when connected opens this gateway, inviting you inside. Could this be the meaning of that part of the RAXXLA riddle? What do you think this place is? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for the watch. Please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already done so. This helps the channel grow, and with growth, the scale of my content will increase. I would also like to thank the Dark Wheel group for helping me on this one. I would also like to thank Commander Dylan for the story that is on his Reddit and on the Frontier forums. A link to this story is below. Massive thank you to Fresh Baklava for choosing to support the channel. I would also like to welcome our new scribe level members Mal Olsen and Chris Rowland. If you would like to support the channel and receive a shout out at the end of the next video, please consider donating to the channel through the Ko-fi link below. If you would like to receive an extended version of many of my videos, including a full-length series of videos that will be members only, please take a look at my membership options. And until next time, Commanders, 07.
There's another way to place my trust in the day. Don't matter if you pay. I wish there was another way to take away the pain. I know I drift, but never got in the way. I have to say I